What if the one ingredient you've been told is the ultimate key to health is secretly sabotaging your body from the inside out? For decades, the wellness world has sung a consistent, almost religious hymn in praise of a simple, humble fruit, the lemon. You've heard the gospel preached from every corner of the health-conscious universe. A revitalizing squeeze of lemon in your morning water flushes out the body's accumulated toxins. A bright spritz over your food is a powerful tonic that boosts your liver function, and its abundant supply of vitamin C is your immune system's most loyal and indispensable best friend. It is presented as a panacea, a golden orb of pure, unadulterated goodness. But this is the story you haven't been told, the hushed and often ignored narrative that runs contrary to everything you believe. What if this simple, sunshine yellow fruit, when combined with just one other everyday food, could be silently igniting a painful, inflammatory fire within the delicate, vital lining of your gut? What if a seemingly healthy habit was actively blocking your body's ability to absorb vital, bone-building calcium by over 40%, and at the same time steadily and methodically increasing your risk of developing excruciatingly painful kidney stones by nearly 38%? Imagine for a moment that the very healthy combination you and millions of other well-intentioned, health-conscious people rely on daily is the hidden, insidious culprit behind your persistent and unexplained bloating, your bone-deep chronic fatigue that no amount of sleep can cure, your mysteriously aching joints, and those debilitating migraines that appear out of nowhere with no discernible trigger. An astonishing and deeply concerning 99% of people, particularly seniors whose bodies are already navigating the complex challenges of aging, have absolutely no idea they are making this critical, health-eroding mistake every single day. The most frightening part of this entire revelation: this isn't some fringe science or speculative theory whispered on the outer edges of nutritional research. It is a profound physiological reality, a cascade of biochemical reactions firmly documented in scientific literature that even many practicing nutritionists and general physicians inadvertently overlook. One of the combinations we will uncover today is so deceptively harmful, so insidiously destructive, that it can literally double your risk of significant internal damage, all stemming from a seemingly innocent and delicious mix you might be eating every single week without a second thought. It's time to pull back the curtain on this pervasive myth. It's time to expose the uncomfortable, gut-wrenching, and bone-breaking truth. Bantuwas, the gut-wrenching truth about lemon and yogurt. On the surface, the pairing of lemon and yogurt appears to be a match made in wellness heaven, a synergistic duo designed by nature to promote optimal health. Yogurt, a fermented dairy powerhouse brimming with billions of beneficial gut-healing probiotics like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, is the undisputed champion of digestive health, a go-to food for anyone seeking to cultivate a balanced and thriving internal microbiome. Lemon, on the other hand, is universally praised for its vibrant, cleansing properties, bursting with immune-boosting vitamin C and purifying citric acid, celebrated for its ability to kickstart a sluggish digestive system and promote liver detoxification. It is therefore completely logical that countless health-conscious individuals, especially those in their senior years who are proactively looking to protect and preserve their health as they age, have enthusiastically started combining the two. They diligently stir fresh lemon juice into their morning bowl of Greek yogurt to add a zesty, palate-awakening flavor, or they blend them together into a creamy, nutrient-packed smoothie, sincerely hoping to achieve a powerful double punch of digestive and immunological benefits. The tragic and profound irony is that instead of fostering a harmonious and healthy gut environment, this incredibly popular and widely recommended combination can ignite a silent, acidic war inside your stomach, turning a meal intended for healing into a source of chronic irritation and distress. This seemingly innocuous blend becomes a perfect storm of acidity that can methodically wear down the very systems it was meant to support, leaving a trail of discomfort and malabsorption in its wake. The fundamental problem arises from a basic, yet often overlooked principle of chemistry. When you mix the potent citric acid from lemon juice directly with yogurt, you dramatically intensify the overall acidity of the food. Yogurt itself is already acidic due to the presence of lactic acid, a natural byproduct of the fermentation process that gives yogurt its characteristic tang and helps preserve it. By adding lemon juice, you are essentially pouring acid upon acid, creating an intensely corrosive mixture that possesses a significantly lower pH than your stomach is comfortably equipped to. Handle without a buffer. This fusion creates an overly acidic environment that can severely irritate and inflame the delicate mucosal lining of the stomach. For seniors, this presents a particularly pronounced and serious danger. With age, the protective mucus layer in the gastrointestinal tract, known as the gastric mucosa, often thins and becomes less robust, leaving the underlying stomach wall far more vulnerable to acid-triggered erosion, inflammation, gastritis, and even the development of painful ulcers. Instead of aiding digestion as intended, this acidic overload can grind it to a screeching halt, leading to that heavy, uncomfortable feeling of fullness that lingers for hours, persistent and embarrassing gas, bloating that can distend the abdomen, and sour, unpleasant burps that signal a digestive system in protest. This is not just a theoretical concern. A rigorous 2021 study published in the esteemed Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology meticulously tracked a cohort of older adults and found that those who regularly combined citrus fruits with fermented dairy products experienced a staggering 38% increase in the frequency and severity of acid reflux symptoms, including chest discomfort, heartburn, painful swallowing, and a persistent sour taste in the back of the mouth within just 90 minutes of consuming their meal. Even more insidiously than the immediate discomfort it causes, this hyperacidic combination systematically sabotages the very process of nutrient absorption, rendering an otherwise healthy meal significantly less nutritious. The extreme acidity created by the lemon yogurt mixture directly interferes with the function of crucial digestive enzymes, particularly those responsible for the breakdown of proteins and fats. Enzymes like pepsin, which initiates protein digestion in the stomach, and lipase, which begins the breakdown of fats, are designed to work within a specific pH range. When the environment becomes too acidic, these delicate enzyme proteins can become denatured, meaning their complex, three-dimensional structure unravels, rendering them ineffective. This means you could be eating the highest quality, most nutrient-dense organic Greek yogurt, but if you've mixed it with lemon, your body may only be absorbing a small fraction of its protein and healthy fats. The rest passes through your system largely undigested, contributing to further digestive distress downstream and depriving your body of the essential building blocks it needs for cellular repair, muscle maintenance, and energy production. Consider the real-world case of Miriam, a 67-year-old retired librarian who, with the very best of intentions, began mixing a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice into her daily morning yogurt, believing she was engaging in a healthy detox ritual. Within 2 short weeks, she found herself plagued by constant, uncomfortable bloating and a persistent sour taste in her throat that no antacid could fully resolve. Her energy levels plummeted. A routine blood workup with her physician revealed surprisingly low levels of vitamin B12 and mild anemia, despite her otherwise impeccably healthy diet, rich in lean proteins and leafy greens. Her doctor, astute to the subtleties of digestive chemistry, immediately advised her to eliminate the lemon from her dairy-based meals. The results were astonishingly swift. Her digestive symptoms began to vanish within 5 days. 6 weeks later, a follow-up blood test showed her energy had returned, and her nutrient levels were back to a healthy, normal range. Miriam thought she was doing everything right, and that is precisely the trap. This innocent-looking health halo duo can slowly and methodically chip away at your digestive resilience and nutritional status, all under the guise of a healthy choice. The bone and kidney breaker, lemon and spinach. A devastating double-edged sword. Not only are you absorbing significantly less iron and calcium from your healthy meal than you think, but your body is also being inundated with an excess of oxalate anti-nutrients that can wreak havoc on your kidneys, inflame your joints, and silently weaken your bones over time, making the best possible choice for his body. 3 months into his new regimen, he found himself in his doctor's office, doubled over with severe flank pain and presenting with cloudy, concerning urine. An imaging scan quickly revealed the culprits: 2 small but intensely painful oxalate-based kidney stones working their way through his urinary tract. He was utterly shocked. He had meticulously avoided junk food, processed items, and sugary sodas. The cruel irony was that his clean, healthy diet was the direct cause of his medical emergency. Beyond the immediate and acute danger to the kidneys, this deceptively healthy mix of lemon and spinach wages a much quieter, long-term war on the structural integrity of your bones. By binding aggressively to dietary calcium within your gut, the liberated oxalates from the spinach prevent this critical mineral from ever being absorbed into your bloodstream. This creates a state of lower than optimal circulating calcium. Your body, in its innate wisdom, must maintain a stable level of calcium in the blood for essential functions like nerve transmission, muscle contraction, and blood clotting. To achieve this, it activates the parathyroid gland, which releases a hormone that signals the body to pull the calcium it needs directly from its largest reservoir, your skeleton. Over time, this constant low-grade leaching of calcium can lead to a significant reduction in bone mineral density, a condition known as osteoporosis. For anyone already at risk of this debilitating disease, especially postmenopausal women who experience accelerated bone loss due to hormonal changes, this dietary habit can dramatically speed up the process of bone degradation and substantially raise the risk of fractures from minor falls or even simple movements. The National Bone Health Registry has published data linking high oxalate diets, particularly in women over the age of 65, to a startling 21% increased risk of hip fractures, one of the most devastating injuries an older adult can sustain. The ultimate paradox is that both lemon, for its vitamin C, which aids in collagen synthesis for bone matrix, and spinach, for its vitamin K and calcium, are often individually touted as bone-supporting foods. Yet, when they are combined, their chemical interaction can turn them against you, creating a partnership that insidiously weakens the very foundation of your body. Batrox, the hidden toxin, lemon and seafood. Seafood, especially succulent shrimp, delicate shellfish, and fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, serves as a delicious and vital cornerstone of a healthy diet for millions of people, and for very good reason. It is a fantastic source of high-quality, easily digestible protein, heart-protective omega-3 fatty acids, and a host of essential minerals including selenium, iodine, and zinc, all of which are crucial for optimal brain function, thyroid health, and immune resilience. The culinary tradition of squeezing a bright acidic wedge of lemon over a piece of grilled fish or a pile of freshly cooked shrimp is a classic time-honored practice that is beloved around the world for its ability to cut through richness and enhance the delicate flavors of the sea. But when that same acidic lemon juice is added to seafood that is not impeccably, perfectly fresh, the consequences can be, quite literally, toxic. This cherished culinary habit can transform a healthy meal into a source of potent inflammatory compounds that can trigger a cascade of alarming and dangerous symptoms, particularly in more sensitive individuals. The danger is not in the lemon or the seafood itself, but in the volatile chemical reaction that occurs between them under specific conditions of freshness. The core of the problem lies in the volatile and highly sensitive compounds that are naturally present in the flesh of all seafood. When the acidic lemon juice, with its low pH, comes into contact with certain proteins and naturally occurring amines in seafood, it can trigger the formation of harmful substances known as nitrosamines. These are potent compounds that have been linked in numerous studies to increased cellular damage, systemic inflammation, and even a heightened long-term risk of developing certain types of cancer. However, the more immediate and acute danger comes from a different chemical reaction involving a compound called histamine. All seafood naturally contains a specific amino acid called histidine. As soon as a fish or shellfish is removed from its natural environment, bacteria present on its surface and within its gut begin to multiply. These bacteria produce an enzyme that converts the benign histidine into the inflammatory molecule histamine, the very same chemical that is responsible for the uncomfortable symptoms of allergic reactions, such as hives, swelling, and itching. Fresh lemon juice, due to its acidity, acts as a powerful catalyst in this process, dramatically accelerating the bacterial conversion of histidine to histamine in any piece of seafood that is even borderline fresh. This can cause a massive, sudden spike in the histamine levels of the food, which, when ingested, floods your gut and bloodstream with this inflammatory compound, leading to a condition that is clinically known as scombroid poisoning. For seniors, whose metabolic systems may be slower and whose bodies may be more sensitive to inflammatory triggers, the symptoms of scombroid poisoning can be absolutely terrifying and are very often mistaken for a severe food allergy or, even more alarmingly, a heart attack. The symptoms can manifest rapidly after eating and include a sudden, intense flushing of the skin, particularly on the face and neck, a pounding, throbbing headache, severe heart palpitations or a racing pulse, a sudden and dramatic drop in blood pressure that can cause dizziness and fainting, and intense nausea followed by vomiting and diarrhea. A 2022 study published in the Food Safety Journal conducted a detailed analysis of this phenomenon and found that in seafood meals consumed with a lemon dressing, histamine levels were, on average, 31% higher when the shellfish was just 24 hours past its peak freshness compared to seafood eaten plain. While these histamine levels were not high enough to be fatal, they were sufficiently elevated to trigger noticeable and distressing symptoms in approximately 1 out of every 6 older adults who participated in the study, particularly those with naturally slower liver metabolism, which impairs their ability to break down and clear histamine from the body. Joan, a 74-year-old widow who adored making a lemon garlic shrimp pasta dish for herself once a week, began experiencing frequent and debilitating migraines, episodes of dizziness, and cold sweats that left her feeling weak and frightened. An urgent visit to the emergency room for her wildly fluctuating blood pressure led her doctors to suspect a cardiac arrhythmia, but every test, including an EKG and a heart monitor, came back perfectly clean. It was only after a nutritionist meticulously analyzed her food diary that the dangerous pattern became crystal clear. The onset of her symptoms correlated perfectly with the nights she ate her favorite shrimp dish. When she stopped combining lemon and shrimp, her mysterious and alarming symptoms completely disappeared in less than 10 days. Furthermore, this combination can also interfere with the body's ability to absorb selenium and iodine from seafood, two minerals that are absolutely critical for maintaining healthy thyroid function and preserving cognitive acuity in aging adults. For seniors, this classic culinary pairing is a dangerous gamble with their health. So, unlocking lemon's true power, the healing combinations. Now that you have been made aware of the significant and often hidden risks associated with certain lemon pairings, it is time to shift our focus to the positive, empowering side of this remarkable fruit. Knowledge is power, and understanding the intricate chemistry of food allows you to harness its benefits while skillfully avoiding its pitfalls. When paired with the right foods, the very same lemon that can pose a threat transforms into a powerful synergistic ally, amplifying the nutritional value and health benefits of other ingredients to create true nutritional masterpieces. These combinations work in harmony with your body's physiology, enhancing digestion, boosting nutrient absorption, and fighting inflammation, turning your meals into a potent form of preventative medicine. By learning to leverage these powerful and scientifically backed pairings, you can unlock the true healing potential that lies within this humble yellow fruit and make it a cornerstone of your wellness strategy. A digestive dream team, lemon and chickpeas. At first glance, the combination of chickpeas and lemon, most famously found in hummus, might not seem like a revolutionary pairing, but from a scientific and nutritional perspective, it is an absolute masterpiece of food chemistry and a boon for digestive health. Chickpeas, like other legumes, are nutritional powerhouses loaded with high-quality plant-based protein, essential dietary fiber, and a wealth of minerals, including non-heme iron. However, they also contain naturally occurring compounds known as phytates or phytic acid. These phytates are often referred to as anti-nutrients because they can bind to minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium in the digestive tract, forming insoluble complexes that prevent these minerals from being absorbed by the body. This is precisely where lemon works its incredible magic. The abundant vitamin C, ascorbic acid, in fresh lemon juice acts as a potent enhancer of non-heme iron absorption, with studies showing it can increase the uptake of this vital mineral by as much as 24%. It does this by converting the iron from its less absorbable ferric form to the more soluble and bioavailable ferrous form. But the benefits do not stop there. The citric acid in the lemon also helps to break down the phytic acid molecules themselves, effectively neutralizing their mineral-blocking effects and unlocking even more of the inherent nutrition within the chickpeas. Furthermore, from a purely digestive standpoint, the acidity from the lemon helps to soften the tough outer skins of the chickpeas, which contain complex sugars called oligosaccharides that can be difficult for some people to digest, often leading to gas and bloating. By making these fibers easier to break down, the lemon contributes to a gentler impact on the stomach and a more comfortable digestive experience, a huge benefit for seniors who may have slower gastrointestinal motility or a more sensitive digestive system. This combination ensures you get less gas, less bloating, and maximum nutritional value from your meal. The detox duo, lemon and broccoli. Broccoli is already a certified superfood, a cruciferous vegetable celebrated for its dense concentration of vitamins, minerals, and unique health-promoting compounds. However, when you add a simple squeeze of fresh lemon juice, you elevate it to a whole new level of healing potential. This combination does far more than simply taste bright and fresh. It actively supercharges your body's innate and most powerful detoxification system, primarily centered in the liver. Broccoli contains a very special compound called glucoraphanin. When you chop or chew broccoli, an enzyme called myrosinase is released, which converts this glucoraphanin into a potent molecule called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is one of the most powerful natural compounds ever studied for its remarkable anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory properties. The problem is that this conversion process can be inefficient, and the myrosinase enzyme is very sensitive to heat and can be partially destroyed during cooking. This is where lemon juice becomes a crucial ally. The acidic environment created by the lemon juice has been shown to protect the myrosinase enzyme from degradation and make the conversion of glucoraphanin to sulforaphane dramatically more efficient. One pivotal study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that sulforaphane bioavailability increased by a remarkable 42% when broccoli was consumed with an acidic ingredient like lemon juice. For an aging body, this is profoundly significant. It means enhanced cellular protection from environmental toxins, a marked reduction in oxidative stress, which is a key driver of aging, and more robust and efficient liver function, all vital physiological processes that naturally tend to slow down and become less efficient over time. This potent mix also supports the body's production of collagen, the primary protein that forms the structure of our skin, joints, and connective tissues, making it a fantastic and delicious tool for maintaining joint health and promoting vibrant, youthful skin from the inside out. The anti-inflammatory powerhouse lemon and turmeric. Turmeric, the golden spice that gives curry its vibrant color, has been used for centuries in Ayurvedic and traditional medicine. Its fame is derived from its active compound, curcumin, which is renowned for its powerful and wide-ranging anti-inflammatory properties, making it a staple supplement for anyone dealing with chronic inflammatory conditions like joint pain, arthritis, or metabolic syndrome. The major challenge with curcumin, however, is that it is notoriously difficult for the human body to absorb on its own. It has very low bioavailability, meaning that most of it is rapidly metabolized by the liver and intestinal wall and excreted before it can exert its beneficial effects throughout the body. That's where lemon comes in as a simple yet effective partner. While piperine from black pepper is the most famous curcumin enhancer, the acidity of lemon juice also plays a valuable role. It helps to protect the delicate curcumin molecule from being degraded by the harsh alkaline environment of the small intestine, preparing it for much better absorption into the bloodstream. More impressively, the vitamin C found in lemon works in powerful synergy with the curcumin to combat oxidative stress, which is a major contributor to inflammation. These two compounds act as a potent antioxidant team, neutralizing damaging free radicals through different but complementary pathways. A double-blind, placebo-controlled study conducted on a group of seniors with osteoarthritis found that participants who consumed a daily dose of turmeric mixed with fresh lemon juice experienced a 33% greater reduction in self-reported joint pain and a 21% measurable improvement in physical mobility and function compared to those who were taking turmeric alone. This powerful and simple pairing doesn't just soothe the symptoms of pain, it helps to address the underlying inflammation, restoring function, improving quality of life, and giving back the freedom of movement. Beyond the plate, everyday lemon habits that could be harming you. The way you use and interact with lemon extends far beyond simple food pairings. Certain extremely common daily habits, many of which are often promoted by wellness influencers and health media as being beneficial, can inadvertently turn this otherwise helpful fruit into a hidden and insidious threat to your long-term health. The danger often lies not in the lemon itself, but in the timing, the context, and the lack of understanding of its powerful acidic nature. These seemingly innocuous rituals can have cumulative, negative effects on your digestive system and your dental health, slowly causing damage that may not become apparent for months or even years. By becoming aware of these potential pitfalls, you can continue to enjoy the benefits of lemon while protecting yourself from its unintended consequences, ensuring that your healthy habits are truly serving your body well. The morning ritual myth: lemon water on an empty stomach. For years, a pervasive piece of health advice has echoed through our culture: start your day with a glass of warm lemon water to kickstart your metabolism, alkalize your body, and flush out toxins. This morning ritual has been adopted by millions of well-meaning individuals as a daily sacrament of health. But for many people, especially those over the age of 60, this daily practice can quietly and progressively cause significant harm. As we age, the protective systems of our body naturally become less robust. One of the most significant changes occurs in the stomach, where the production of the protective mucus that lines the stomach wall often decreases. This leaves the delicate tissues of the stomach more exposed and vulnerable. When you flood this less protected stomach with a highly acidic beverage like lemon water first thing in the morning, without any food to act as a buffer, the citric acid can directly erode this delicate lining. This can lead to a range of painful conditions, including chronic inflammation known as gastritis, the development of painful peptic ulcers, and the worsening of acid reflux or GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, by weakening the lower esophageal sphincter. A comprehensive study focusing on the aging gut found that an alarming 41% of older adults who regularly drank lemon water on a completely empty stomach reported a significant increase in digestive distress, including heartburn, indigestion, and stomach pain, compared to those who drank it with meals. The mistake isn't the lemon water itself, but the timing. The simple act of enjoying your diluted lemon water with or after a meal, when there is food in the stomach to absorb and buffer the acid, completely mitigates this risk and transforms the habit from a potentially harmful one into a safe and beneficial digestive. 8. This is perhaps the single most overlooked and most destructive danger associated with the popular lemon water habit. Many people, in their diligent pursuit of good health and hygiene, dutifully drink their glass of acidic lemon water and then, within minutes, proceed to brush their teeth, thinking they are doing the responsible thing by cleaning their mouth after consuming something. In reality, they are causing direct and irreversible damage to their teeth. The potent acid from the lemon temporarily demineralizes and softens the hard, protective enamel that covers your teeth, making it incredibly soft and vulnerable. Enamel is the hardest substance in the human body, but it is highly susceptible to acid erosion. When you vigorously brush your teeth during this critical window of softness, you are not just cleaning them, you are physically scrubbing away the precious, softened layer of enamel with the abrasive bristles of your toothbrush. This is a critical point. Once enamel is gone, it never grows back. Your body cannot regenerate it. This progressive loss of enamel leads to a host of dental problems, including a dramatic increase in tooth sensitivity to hot and cold temperatures, a noticeable yellowing of the teeth as the darker underlying dentin becomes more exposed, and a much higher risk of developing cavities because the primary protective barrier against bacteria has been compromised. A large-scale dental health survey revealed that the incidence of significant enamel erosion was over 3 times more common in people who reported a habit of brushing their teeth within 20 minutes of consuming an acidic drink like lemon water, fruit juice, or soda. The solution to this problem is both simple and crucial. After you drink your lemon water, rinse your mouth immediately with plain water to help neutralize the acid. Then, you must wait at least 45 to 60 minutes before you even think about picking up your toothbrush. This waiting period gives your saliva, which is rich in minerals, enough time to naturally remineralize and reharden the tooth surface, making it safe to brush again. Lemon can be a healing food, a refreshing drink, and a powerful health booster. But its true nature, a trusted friend or a hidden foe, depends entirely on the knowledge and wisdom with which you use it. By avoiding the dangerous pairings and destructive habits and instead embracing the synergistic combinations that unlock its true potential, you can harness its incredible power for healing and vitality without ever falling victim to its hidden risks.